Here are this week's prayers of intercession, the third Sunday of Easter. In today's Gospel, we read that the disciples thought Jesus was a stranger when they met him on the road to Emmaus. It wasn't until Jesus broke bread that they recognised him. As we journey through our daily lives, may we recognise Jesus walking among us in the kindness of strangers and have our eyes opened to his presence alongside us in this pandemic. Lord, in your mercy, hear our prayer. For the Church, that Christians everywhere respond to the call to accompany people as Jesus did, listening in love, explaining the scriptures and opening pathways to faith. Lord, in your mercy, hear our prayer. For governments and leaders of nations, that there be a renewed desire by all in power to establish just international practices for the sharing of goods and promoting the health and well-being of all peoples and the environment. Grant that as they make major decisions affecting the lives of millions of people, their decision-making will be guided by compassion, wisdom, and a willingness to serve the most vulnerable members of society. Lord, in your mercy, hear our prayer. For all front-line workers, doctors, health workers and carers who daily put their lives on the line in the exhausting battle with COVID-19 and at great personal risk and sacrifice attend to the needs of their patients. We pray also at this time for those who are seriously ill, whose treatment has been interrupted or delayed by the demands of the coronavirus. Lord, in your mercy, hear our prayer. For all facing financial ruin as their businesses collapse because of the lockdown, grant that we may do all that we can for those who need our help and support. Lord, in your mercy, hear our prayer. For our senior citizens, particularly for those in nursing and retirement homes, and for those who are lonely, may the love and care they receive be a source of hope and bring them safely through this difficult time. Lord, in your mercy, hear our prayer. For all who are sick for whatever reason, that they might find healing and full recovery. Lord, in your mercy, hear our prayer. For those who have died without the consolation of family or friends at their bedside, and for all who have lost loved ones during this time of crisis, and who have been unable to be with them, grieve for them, and be comforted by friends and community. We pray for members of our cluster who have died, especially Sister Mary Steedman, who died on Monday. Lord, in your mercy, hear our prayer.